Welcome to this hashtag Couchtober, which is the only hashtag Couchtober, so we're taking over this bitch. I'm Random Heary,
I'm
and
Steve watching MTV's Jackass.
oh no, Steve-O's here. We
Hey
want.
guys, what's up? Where's the Coke? Guys, I need Coke really badly.
Hold on, wait a minute. Like your voice is way too clear to sound like Steve-O. Like you haven't been smoking Metarol in a while.
What do you mean too clear? Guys,
Get this imposter out of here!
Oh boy, this is just a train wreck.
If you guys were in the same environment with me right now, I'd be beating the shit out of the both of you.
Oh fuck.
Come on!
We all know Jacob.
What? Okay, so I'm trying to pay something through PayPal, but my card's being denied. What happened? What is going on with this card?
Jacob, do that after the show. Why are you doing that right now?
Jacob, what is it that you need to buy that it's so important right now?
Do I need to tell you?
Are you trying to commission some lesbian porn or some shit?
No, Jacob's buying Jacob's buying the floppy body pillow.
The floppy body pillow.
Detachable.
No,
detachable
she's not even my number one.
Listen, why can't you be an intellectual and get a fucking Toru body pillow?
Yeah, Toru is the best girl, you idiot.
Toru sucks. Okay, fuck that. Fuck that invisible shit.
No, I'm mostly doing this.
Araka is the superior waifu of My Hero Academia.
Okay, virgin, if you say so.
Dude, you are way more of a virgin than me, CatBit. Come on.
Yeah, but at least I'm bitch about my broken legs and my broken penis.
I don't have a broken penis, and it's my back that doesn't work. Not my fucking legs, you hard. My legs are fine.
I love how we got to know Grayson even without introducing him. This is Grayson, everybody!
You did a great job.
This is already awesome.
Yeah, introduce yourself, Grayson.
Already, hi, I'm Grayson. I don't really do anything. I just kind of mooch off of all of my friends' success. Much more talented and good than I am, but I'm here nonetheless. Hi, everyone.
That's nice of you.
Thank you. Anyway, we got some topics today, and I got the perfect people to talk about them with.
All right.
Because
so what's our first topic?
Mainly because Grayson and I share a huge interest in horror movies, even B horror movies that a lot of people don't talk
we do.
about. So I think that's going to come in handy a lot.
I think that was one of the first things we bonded over was our love of I think it was the Leprechaun franchise. I think I brought up the Leprechaun franchise.
Oh yeah. You know something funny with the Leprechaun franchise? I remember watching them with my grandmother before she passed away. We used to watch all of the movies. She loved them a lot.
Dude, that's so fucking sick. I remember watching the first one with my dad, and he was half asleep the entire time when I visited him in California recently, and he was like, I don't remember that at all. And so we watched the movie, and he's like, this fucking sucks. And I'm like, Dad, how dare you?
And I remember my sister really likes the Leprechaun series. That we ended up getting the whole movie collection.
Wow.
Is it the 7 movie collection that has Leprechaun Origins, the shitty one?
Yes, all of them.
Is it wrong to say that I only know what Leprechaun was because of that one parody they did in Barnyard?
Really?
I knew about Leprechaun because of either James or
They did a Leprechaun parody on Barnyard that one time.
Yo.
Parody Leprechaun on wait, was it with Snotty Boy? Was he the Leprechaun?
No, it was with a real leprechaun.
Aw, darn it.
I don't think they were referencing that Leprechaun, but we'll take it.
Okay.
I remember they had a like Friday the 13th / Halloween parody where the killer was named Hockey Mask John.
That's great. You know what?
I didn't know who Jason was at the time, so every time we would go to the Halloween stores, I would go like, Dad, that's a Hockey Mask John costume.
God damn it, Grayson!
I thought his name was... Whatever.
That's great. You know something, like, if they did, like, reference Leprechaun, I feel like Barnyard would be referencing not just the original Leprechaun, but probably Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh, dude, Leprechaun... No, the fucking best Leprechaun movies are easily 2 and 3, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Those are top tier.
You don't like Ice-T?
Dude. I like Ice-T. Like, that's a good movie, but, like, it doesn't measure up to 2. Like, 2 probably has, like, the best, like, tightest script of any of the Leprechaun movies, and 3, like, the actors are really charismatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Better that the movie surrounding it is kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. The first movie, it played it more straightforward, but, like, you can't take that movie seriously.
No, you can't, because, like, the movie is really carried by, like, Augie and the little kid, because they're both really lovable characters.
Yeah, I think so, too.
And Jennifer Aniston pre-nose job where she ruined her face and became that chick from Friends, but she was really pretty in the first Leprechaun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She had a dad ass, boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like, wasn't that movie her start too?
That was like I think that's like her first IMDb credit. I'm pretty sure.
Probably, but also the first movie, it got us the greatest line in any probably like movie ever.
Okay, let's say it. 3, 2, 1.
Fuck you, Lucky Charms!
Hell yeah!
God damn.
That's the greatest line ever. I can't get over that line.
And I fucking love it so much.
Mm-hmm. Would you consider it like a good time to watch it like around Halloween?
No, actually, I usually have like a Leprechaun marathon like twice a year. Usually one on St. Patrick's Day, and usually like then around like December or something when I'm bored.
Yeah, move over Nightmare Before Christmas. You're not the only bisexual holiday special.
It's not that I don't love like creepy Christmas movies, because I do. Silent Night is like one of my favorites. Like.
Oh, isn't that the one where like the guy just goes like Garbage Day?
That's Silent Night, Deadly Night.
That's the second movie.
That's the second.
The first movie. Silent Night, Deadly Night is like legitimately good, but the best movie in that franchise is actually surprisingly the reboot. It's just called Silent Night, and it's kind of a reimagining of the first one. Like, they replicate some of the kills, but like overall, it's a different sort of plot where instead of like deterioration, it's more of like it's more of a standard slasher movie, and it's got fucking Malcolm McDowell, aka Alex from A Clockwork Orange, as one of the main cops in the movie, and he's like fucking too cool for school, and it's great. Like, if you can find some clips of Malcolm McDowell in the movie, fucking just put him in here, because I'll send you some highlights.
Yeah, he's great in that movie. I prefer like him doing that instead of like what he did in Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Oh yeah, he was not good in he was good in Rob Zombie's Halloween. He just doesn't fit as Dr. Loomis. Dr. Loomis should be like a very understated character, and he's Malcolm McDowell, so he's always screaming all the time, every time.
I mean, here's the thing. I felt like Malcolm McDowell could have worked as Loomis. It's just, like, it wasn't well written.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. And, like, he does that whole he does that whole heel turn in the second one where he's like taking advantage of this horrible tragedy to promote his shitty book. Spoilers for Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
I don't think people care.
No one. That movie sucks. Don't watch it.
No offense to Rob, though.
Yeah, no offense to Rob Zombie.
Let's be brutally honest. Rob Zombie's best film was El Super Beast, though.
Damn right.
Yeah. And yeah, he did direct that film. Sorry, guys, I had to do some stuff on my PayPal.
Oh, he didn't direct that film. It was mostly directed by a guy who directs a lot of SpongeBob episodes. Actually, I forget his name. Hold on, let me look.
Actually, the studio that did it was Carbuncle Cartoons.
Yeah, wasn't that the same studio that animated for Ren and Stimpy or something?
Mainly Adult Party, and also Flapjack too.
I think they also worked on.
I thought it was like a Spumco thing.
It kind of was.
It was like most Spumco alumni worked on that.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense based on the art style, because everyone looks like a Ren and Stimpy.
Except Super Beast is funnier because it actually has jokes and is paced well.
Right, so
Adult Party cartoon sucks too, but it's good for some cartoon JO material.
Yeah, hold on. Were we saying CatBit?
I was gonna say, so you guys tell me that Flapjack was animated by Carbuncle Cartoons. Can you say that's technically the closest thing to Cartoon Network having its own Spumco made cartoon or something?
You could say so.
No, that's basically the Yogi Bear shorts John K. did.
That's kind of an insult.
Also, Ripping Friends aired on Adult Swim after it aired on Fox Kids.
Well, to be fair, I don't understand why would you ever want to air Ripping Friends on anything.
Because at the time, Adult Swim couldn't get the rights to Ren and Stimpy, so they just got we got this show from John K.
Ripping Friends, I never actually saw it, and based on the title, I always get it mixed up with the Cramp Twins.
I saw one episode. It's not that great.
The Cramp Twins also sucks, and that art style fucking haunts me.
Oh god, the Cramp Twins, that takes me back.
I'm actually really good friends with the guy who directed the episodes of Cramp Twins.
Oh, dude!
Did you ask him why?
I'm sorry. Okay, wait. Sorry, CatBit. Go on.
Random, did you ask him why he made that blue kid such a fucking asshole?
He didn't write the show. He just was the animation director.
Ask him how they were able to get Tom Kenny and Kath Soucie.
Mainly
Kath Soucie and Tom Kenny will pretty much do anything.
Yeah, with Tom Kenny, they wanted to get it for American audiences. This thing was done in Canada, so a lot of his stuff came in a lot later. And also with Cramp Twins, sometimes with Tom Kenny's delivery, they had to change storyboards a lot.
Wow.
Because of how, late his stuff would come in, since it's all coming from America.
Also, Randy's friend who helped direct Cramp Twins, dude, I'm sorry, but, the show you worked on fucking sucked. It was awful.
That was one of my first interactions with him.
Wait, one of your first interactions was roasting on the Cramp Twins?
No, he was telling me, stuff he's done. He's like, oh, I directed Cramp Twins. I'm like, that show sucks. And he's like...
Well, I mean, lots of people work on shows they don't like. The people that worked on Alan Gregory hated it.
I'm pretty sure if you talk to the people who worked on fucking Mega Babies, they'd cringe heavily if you ask them about
it. Probably, the people that worked on Sausage Party, they didn't like it because they weren't getting paid.
Yeah, they didn't like it because they were fucking underpaid and abused by the fucking director.
Sir Rogen, we gotta get this film out right now.
Seth Rogen didn't direct it though. It was directed by a couple of DreamWorks alumni.
Oh yeah,
I find it funny because I spoke to Jacob about this, but apparently the studio that animated Sausage Party was the same one that did the recent Addams Family movie.
Yes, and I saw it recently.
Oh, tell us about the Addams Family film.
Okay, don't watch it.
What happened? Everyone was like, "This looks good," but now we're like, "This is bad." What happened?
Okay, so here's the thing. It's an okay family movie, but as an Addams Family movie, it's terrible.
So What happened? What did they get wrong?
A lot of the writing, like it felt like they didn't understand Addams Family, and they just like did things like they wouldn't really do. Like usually, like there was like Wednesday and like Morticia would like fight because like Wednesday was going through like a little rebellion because she was sick of like being recluse in like this like house on like this hill they live on, but like she made friends, so she's like, I'm wearing pink now. Fuck you, Mom.
It sounds kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing with the Addams Family is that they're just like a normal family who likes weird things, but they're still like unconditionally loving.
Mm-hmm. But like you didn't really see it like
they're
that
arguably
much.
even more unconditionally loving than any normal family would be.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
what makes them super charming and icons.
And you didn't really see that here. Not really. There was like no like subtlety to like showing that they actually care about each other. It was just like showing, wow, look at how wacky they are.
So,
That
in other
is
words,
not like part of the charm with the Addams Family. And I grew up a huge fan of the Raoul Julia movies from the 90s.
I love those. I love the '60s show. That's my favorite adaptation of them.
you know what?
Also really good, but like the thing about the Addams Family is that like they never like break character. That's what makes them so great.
Yeah.
So, in other words, this is a bad movie.
It's a bad Addams Family
It's a
movie.
mediocre film.
Okay.
It's mediocre.
Which,
It's a mediocre regular family movie, but like as like an Addams Family movie, it's bad.
Oh, okay.
oh, you want to know what's funnier, Random?
What?
We're getting a sequel on the 22nd of October in 2021.
Wait, we're getting a sequel?
Yes.
Well, they've already jumped the gun.
God damn. You know what?
Okay, but speaking of bad movies, have we talked about the Cook movie yet?
Oh no, we
Fine,
haven't.
Talk about. Fine, go shamelessly promote your movie, Jacob.
Okay, so I didn't see the Cook movie. I wanted to like rent it online, but no, it's in theaters, so I can't watch it online. So I read a summary of it on Wikipedia, and yeah, it's not good. Not even ironically bad. It's just stupid shit. Don't go see it.
I saw it. And you know what? Like, I was expecting to, like, have a fucking good old time because I thought this movie was going to be a huge meme. It wasn't.
Okay, the Cuck movie. Like, I've pretty much heard that it sucks from everyone I've seen, but my friend, my good buddy Film Toaster, re-edited the trailer in the style of the Joker trailer, and it almost made me want to see this like piece of shit. Like,
oh my god, really? You just gotta alter things in the trailer.
Put the link in the description since this.
Send me the video so like I can put it into it.
I feel like the Joker
I'm gonna
works
put it in the
because-
chat. Hold on.
I feel
So
like the Joker works because, like, they kind of try to make him more sympathetic, while in the Cook movie, he's just an asshole the whole through.
Yeah,
All the
he
way through,
had.
and it's not even funny.
Yeah, do you
like
remember
an
when,
actual, like a real cuck.
Yeah, remember his incel rage in the movie?
Wait, did he try to? Did he shoot up a school?
No, he shot up, like, a convenience store.
Yeah.
How many kills did he make?
Wait, did the movie start out with, my name doesn't matter, all that matters is that I fucking hate this world?
If it did, I would actually change my... But, like, my opinion on the movie would change.
Because, like...
It just turns out to be, like, the hatred guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, the whole movie ended up being, like, a whole gun control message.
Yeah, no, no, the thing about it is that, like, the thing about it, and I've seen clips that make up pretty much the majority of the movie.
Well, to be fair, it's like What am I saying? This whole year, like, a lot of the movies in theaters haven't been that good, to be honest. Like, the only ones I'd say that were good were, like, Godzilla, and Detective Pikachu.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens.
I actually haven't been to the theaters all year.
I'm gonna watch Joker this Sunday, and like I'm really excited to see Klaus. But it's like other than that, like from what you guys tell me, like this
Klaus Netflix film.
Yeah, it's coming.
No, like they're actually gonna play it in theaters as well for like a week.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna go see it.
Oh, also, I'm gonna have to like watch Promare, the anime film with the gay boys.
Yeah, like every time I read that title, I think people are talking about the band Paramore. And it confuses me.
Wow, you really are a boomer, Grayson.
Paramore's a millennial band, not a boomer band.
Well, goddamn, I am a terrible person. Then I am so sorry for calling you boomer.
Paramore has that chubby goth chick, right?
No, she's not goth.
Chubby. She's very. She's not chubby or goth. Like if she's any kind of goth, she'd be pastel goth, and I don't even think she counts.
Wasn't Paramore the song? Wasn't Paramore the band that made the song "Bad Guy" or something?
No, that's Billie Eilish.
I was gonna say because that song was awful.
I don't even know
Billie Eilish. Ain't it fun living in the real world? I'm a big fan.
I'm not. Because I remember this one. Sorry. I remember in high school there was this one girl who wouldn't stop singing Paramore in my class, and I would go crazy.
My fucking god! I
imagine having to deal with like a racist teacher in like 5th grade just singing their song 24/7.
Wait! What song would they sing?
Living in the real world.
What the fuck?
And she would always sing it to like the students that failed on her quizzes.
Okay. You want to know something else? The Paramore song, like, goes like this: "Don't go crying to your mama."
That's the part she sung every time like a student failed. Like she would just jump on their desk.
Oh shit!
CatBit, explain the racist teacher for the audience who doesn't know.
In 5th grade, like I had this one science teacher. She was incredibly racist towards like anybody who wasn't white, and like because I was a Latino boy, I was treated the worst because apparently she hated Hispanic people a lot more.
Oh, good old white racism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
I'm just scrolling up in the VC chat. Is this a Planet Sheen screenshot parodying Donald Trump?
No.
There was a Trump parody on Planet Sheen.
Yeah. You're discharged.
I can't believe that.
I know there were like Trump parodies on like Fairly Odd Parents and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's thing. We don't talk about that.
We got dumped.
Yeah, Cuck is an awful film. Cuck is not a good film.
But let's talk about a good movie, The Joker.
Not shitting on this movie because like I do fundamentally agree with a lot of the messages.
Oh boy,
they beat you over the head with it, and like they strawman the hell out of the main character to the point where he's like not a person that would ever conceivably exist in the real world.
Mm-hmm. I get the messages, but that they're going for it. They're all good and that stuff, but like I expected to watch the fucking Cuck movie and laugh at it because of how stupid it is.
There's like absolutely like no nuance to it. Like you're talking about very nuanced political talk. I'm sorry. I'm rather passionate about my politics.
Can we not talk about politics on this podcast?
I love politics.
Well,
no, dude, I'm not going to get into specifics. I'm just saying that like they talk in the movie about incredibly nuanced issues, and they act like they're so black and white, good guy versus bad guy kind of things, and that's just not the way that humanity works.
Everything's morally gray. I just don't understand, like, why we live in a society, goddammit, I said it right there. Why we live in a society that views everything in a black and white perspective and not, like, in a morally gray perspective.
No, it's just the people like the folks that made the Cuck movie that don't understand humanity because they're so closed off and they think that their point of view is the only one that matters.
And it's mainly like the people that use social media and the internet all the time that, like, you know, adhere to this black and white mentality, mainly because they hang out with like-minded people that just amplify their views.
So in other words, they just hang out with a bunch of sheep then?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, no, they're part of the sheep.
Exactly, and
They're, like,
I mean, there are sheep on either side, and it's just a very dangerous group mentality.
We're all being herded by lizard men who want to, like, drink our blood and make us.
Can we talk about the Simpsons and their Great Halloween specials?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Let's do it. All right.
Yeah,
What's your favorite Treehouse of Horror?
Are you talking about episode, or are you talking about which skit they did?
Which one is the best? Whichever.
Okay, the best skit they ever did was the fucking haunted house one, where each Simpson like parodies a different classic horror film. Like Homer does The Shining. I think Maggie does Poltergeist. Maybe I don't remember the specifics, but like Homer gets an axe and starts yelling like all fucking something and no beer makes Homer go crazy.
Here's my favorite Treehouse of Horror segment. It's the Twilight parody, which features a joke where Milhouse turns into a poodle.
Oh my god! He turns into a poodle.
God. Yeah, they parodied Twilight in like 2010.
They also parodied Avatar.
Yeah, they did. That's not even a horror movie. That's just a movie. It's like a movie that was big.
Also this year they were bragging about the fact that they parodied Stranger Things for some reason.
Because that's popular.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know it's cliche to say that you miss classic Simpsons at this point, but like, dude, come on, I miss classic Simpsons.
Can we talk about the best?
Because I never cared.
Oh, can I talk about my favorite skit?
Yeah, go ahead.
My favorite one is the Nightmare on Evergreen, Terrence.
That was a great one.
Fucking great one. That one is so good that my dad thought that Freddy's backstory was that he was an innocent groundskeeper that got burned up in a fire. He didn't know Freddy's backstory because the Simpsons lied to him.
No, it's huge.
And then when he actually watched Nightmare on Elm Street, he was like, "Whoa!"
Also, I like that one that ends. I like that one that ends with them where they're tap dancing. And
that was a good one. I love that special. Just go like. Which one was it? The one where like Homer builds a time traveling toaster.
Oh, that's such a funny one.
I remember that one. Yeah.
No, Homer doesn't build a time traveling toaster. He gets his hands stuck.
Like Homer accidentally builds a time traveling he fixes his toaster, but he ended up making a time machine out of it.
No, he gets his hand stuck and he keeps on traveling back and forth in time, and yeah, that one's so good.
And he ends up in the Flanders timeline.
Don't you know that Flanders is the Lord and how do you say it? Like Flanders is the rightful dictator of the world or something?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact quote, but it was fucking great.
And then there's that one.
There was this one part in the skit where like Homer just goes to like this perfect world and he just goes like, "Marge, dear, can you pass me a donut?" "What's a donut?" And he just leaves.
Yeah. And then it starts raining donuts.
Okay, if people in the universe don't know what donuts are, and it rains donuts from the sky, does that mean that all water is donuts?
I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that.
Like that would just make that world even more perfect, because then you just drink donuts constantly.
Exactly.
It's disgusting.
Why would Homer want to change that?
He didn't know. That was the joke. I loved it.
Unless they're a fat diabetic piece of shit like Jacob.
What was this one part? Like, he just goes like, Homer, you're not in your real timeline. I can get you back. It's just Maggie just stabs him in the back.
I like that one where Maggie talks for like that one where she's like defending some baby and she starts talking. No, it's like this intelligent babies one.
Oh yeah, wasn't it the one where
We're not
like
talking about the modern seasons, Jacob.
I don't care. I love the modern seasons. I love being a contrarian.
do you love like? Did you love the Queen
Jacob,
one?
Jacob's just like a funny grandpa that'll like accept any terrible thing that's shoved in front of him. And
No.
you're like, oh shucks, well that's life.
Okay, so I'm sorry, Randa, but like even current day Simpsons isn't as good. I mean, it should just end, you know.
Yeah, like I
Dude, that's
always
what
say,
happens.
as we always talk about, like when we talk about The Simpsons, when it dies, we will be there.
And we will do a live stream of it.
No, we won't do a live stream. We'll just do a Simpsons themed
No,
podcast.
I feel like it'll be like what Fortnite did recently, where they live streamed the black hole, and then like they were like Fortnite 2. It'll just be Simpsons 2.
Is Fortnite still
Wait,
down?
Wait, that's what they did? Holy crap, Epic! Why would you do that? Like Fortnite 2?
How am I supposed to know that we got Fortnite 2?
I don't get
know.
like with online games, like you got to make a sequel to it when you could just keep the online game going, just add expansions to it.
Okay, hold on, someone's at my door.
Yeah, that's why we'll never get Half-Life 3.
Fuck.
I say like the one that I enjoyed the most with like the Treehouse of Horror was like what was that one where like Homer trades his soul for like a donut or something?
Oh, I remember that one. That's a great one.
I didn't like those episodes where their pupils were much bigger. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Which one was the one where like Homer goes into the third dimension or something?
I think it was called Homer Cubed.
That was a great one. What?
I
think it's
think about
really funny.
I think about 3D Homer a lot.
I'm more concerned about 3D Bart. He freaks me out.
Yeah.
When are they gonna do Dead Bart for Treehouse of Horror?
I mean, we did like Squidward's suicide on SpongeBob. When are we gonna get Dead
People,
Bart?
I still don't get why the Toonies lost their minds over Squidward's suicide.
I don't know, because it's appeasing to their retardation or something.
Hey, we don't use that word on this Christian podcast.
You get to say more offensive things, Jacob, and I can't.
Yeah, because I have penis privileges.
You got penis privileges?
I'm gonna take away your epic
Yeah,
privileges.
so anytime someone does... No, I just... It's because...
Go on,
Jesus.
Jacob.
You know what other show had a couple good Halloween specials?
What?
South Park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like the
Remember
one where
the
Cartman
pink
dresses
out-
up
the
as
pink-
Hitler.
And like Chef just parodies like Thriller for no reason.
Oh, that was great. You know what my
Oh,
favorite
oh.
South Park Halloween special is?
Which one?
It's when Korn was on and they were like Scooby Doo.
Oh, that was good.
I knew you were gonna say that random.
That was a good one. I'd say like,
Speaking of Halloween stuff, I've been watching the Hotel Transylvania movies because, you know, Gandhi.
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel about them?
They're really good. I'm actually really surprised that I like them as much as I do.
No,
Which
I
is
love the
funny
movies.
because they're just essentially they were just essentially Adam Sandler movies if they were
No, they're
made by Kenny
basically like
Tarkovsky.
2D cartoons in CG written by Adam Sandler and Robert Smigel with Gandhi directing.
Yeah. You just needed the right guy to like direct it to like make good out
It's
of
like,
it.
yeah, I'm glad they got Gandhi. Like, honestly, most of those jokes wouldn't have worked if it was given to some no-name. But I gotta say, 2 is the best. 3 is actually really good. Fuck what the critics say about those films.
The third one is my favorite.
I have yet to see the third one. I'm hoping to see it if it's on demand this week or.
Yeah, I
so.
actually really like the plot to the third one, even if like it feels. Well, I know they're making a Candy's not directing.
Yep, there's no reason to see the fourth one.
No,
Yeah.
wait, they're making another one?
Yeah, and Gendy's not part of it.
Because Gendy's working on his own films for Sony.
He's finally doing it.
Is he finally gonna make Popeye?
No, he's gonna make original films, which everyone loved. All the Toonies love. Like he's making an R-rated comedy about a dog who's gonna get neutered.
Please, Gendy, make that.
Gendy, you know what you're doing.
He knows what he's doing. Trust me.
Yeah,
he's the only one who can make that work.
He will. It's gonna be awesome.
It has to be a great movie.
Imagine if, like, you gave it to the wrong person, that idea.
Yeah, you gave it to the Emoji Movie director.
How would he handle that?
Okay, the pizza guy was here with my ribs.
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah, Grayson.
Nice.
I saw Hotel Transylvania, the 3 films, and the shorts.
Grayson,
That's cool. I'm actually not a huge fan of those. I've only seen the first one. I really liked it, but I've never went back to revisit it.
The first one kind of you gotta like ease into it. Like I only started liking that halfway through watching it. The second one was like just near perfect from beginning to end for me.
Wait, but like, Grayson, we didn't ask you this, but it's like, what was your personal favorite Simpsons Treehouse of Horror special?
Oh, I already said it at the front. It was the
Shining.
haunted house one.
The Shining?
The Shining. Right.
No, they called it The Shining.
Kind of The Shining, but it's also kind of other horror movies, too. Like, I really like that one. It always makes me giggle.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of that Black Sabbath song, The Shining, and they say "Rise Up" in the chorus. It reminds me, "Gamers Rise Up."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, that song honestly always reminds me of Hamilton. When you're living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that he's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. Rise up.
I'm sorry. I don't watch like the musicals made by that guy who did the music for Mary Poppins Returns.
He also did stuff for Moana too.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda's a talented guy. Fuck you.
He is a talented guy.
Yeah.
This is like a question to ask.
You should support him because, like, Hamilton now, I see it as pro gamer.
Hamilton is pro gamer. Yes, absolutely.
I don't care about the gamers. I just want to watch cartoons and grill. Damn it!
Jacob, you kicked off the podcast. I'm the new Jacob now. You don't care about.
Yeah, Grayson, I know you're a liberal, but like.
God damn it.
I never thought I'd have anyone say to me, I know you're a liberal, but...
What? You got something to say, Jacob?
It's like my go-to insult. I don't know.
Jacob, are you some sort of conservatard or something?
I just said, like, I was right-leaning, like, a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, did you vote for Mitt Romney?
Oh, boy.
No, I was underage when Mitt Romney was, like, the Republican nominee, and he sucked anyway.
I would say, like, what you call it, is there any other specials you like that are from a TV show that isn't The Simpsons?
Oh, I love, like, Billy and Mandy's stuff a lot. Like, Billy and Mandy's Jacked Up Halloween.
No, that's a great one.
What about, like, the regular show Halloween specials?
Oh, yeah, those are good, too.
Oh,
my favorite.
So good.
I don't know which one's my favorite. Probably the one. Well, like the one with the crack. The one with
the what?
Oh, the one with the house where
that one was really
gets turned into a house.
Oh, yeah.
Which one did I? Which one would be my personal favorite?
Nation.
Which one would I say?
I thought that joke. I thought the Devastation Nation song was unironically funny as a kid. Unironically good as a kid. I was like, why don't they like this song? It's good. It's a good metal song.
It is a good song.
Which one was it? What about that one where like Mordecai and Rigby die and haunt the house, and like Benson has to fire them just so that they could stop haunting it?
I don't remember that.
Maybe it was like one of the
With
later.
the wallpaper guy that turns into a fucking spider.
Oh, yeah,
that was a good one.
I
That scared
remember
the fucking shit out of me.
I think they did like a Christmas one because they ran out of ideas.
Oh, the Christmas one was actually good.
No, like a Christmas Tales.
Wait, Christmas?
Yeah,
They did a Christmas Tales in the park?
Well, I don't know. I can't really remember.
It's been such a long time
I
since
remember the Christmas episode that was almost a movie that they did.
Oh yeah, well, they try to save Christmas and such.
With the Trans-Siberian Orchestra that Jacob
Okay, I'm just
hates
gonna
for
say
no
this:
reason.
the best holiday special they did was the Thanksgiving one.
That was a good one. No doubt
No,
about
it wasn't. The Christmas one is my favorite.
I love the Halloween one's the best, but like the Christmas one made me laugh the most.
Yeah.
No, the Christmas one is really funny, and plus it got me into Trans-Siberian Orchestra, so that's a good.
Yeah, and also like when the ending with like Muscle Man opening up the gift and like everything getting to him with like Have a Holly Jolly Christmas playing in the background.
I love that one.
I fucking die at that. Like I still fucking die at that.
Okay, so the Christmas episode from season 8 had a Sabotage song in there, and I'm like, wow, they actually know.
Oh, it wasn't a Sabotage song. It was a Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Well, it was
song.
originally recorded by Sabotage, but most of the members of that band went on to form TSO.
Yeah, but that doesn't make them any less cool because Sabotage is rad and so is TSO.
I just think TSO is
Halloween special.
Oh yeah, I love that one. The Real and Scary song is my jam.
That's the Fairly Odd Parents, right?
Plate of ribs. I'll be right back.
Also, there's a noticeable animation error where Cosmo's voice is coming out of Wanda. I mean, Wanda's voice is coming out of Cosmo.
Yeah, that was fucked.
This is when they were cats. It's even more embarrassing.
Lol.
How do you do that?
I mean, did they have to? I mean, how can you tell? Like, were they the color, pink and green cats, or were they just
No, it was
black
like
cat?
Wanda's voice came out of Cosmo.
Oh, and so like his eyes were green, but like he had Wanda's voice.
Yeah, they were like like how they always turn into like different.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, so they were pink and green cats, but like Cosmo's voice came out of Wanda, or what?
No, Wanda's voice came out of Cosmo, who's the green cat.
That's what That's what I'm trying to say. So like, were they colored cats, or were their eyes colored?
They were colored cats, and they also have colored eyes. I don't know, third base.
Then why did you say that they had? Then why did you say that they had no color? You just told me before.
God damn it! I'm not good at explaining things, okay? It's like how in Johnny Test, they would always switch Susan and Mary's voices. But at least that's understandable because they kind of look similar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, not really because they're lazy.
Like one of them was like more squarish and one was more like triangular or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
A lot of Johnny Test on Netflix.
Here's a good one, Ass. What's your personal favorite?
Let's see.
Yeah, my personal favorite.
My personal favorite? What? You gotta cut out.
Your personal favorite? What's your personal favorite, Jacob?
Well, you didn't tell me what it was.
Personal favorite horror game.
Oh, horror
I don't play
game.
video games.
Oh, so like I do have a personal favorite horror game. Mine is the original Resident Evil.
I remember playing like Resident Evil 7 at like my cousin's house one time. Like he had the VR version, which was really how do you say it? I remember I died a couple times. Like what were their names? I forgot the names of like those guys. You know, like the murderers in Resident Evil 7. What were they called?
No, they were more like yeah. I don't know what to call them. Like I only played through Resident Evil 7 like once.
I remember playing like a bit of it, but like my cousin, you know, like since he wanted me off the system, since he said that it was his and like nobody was allowed to touch it but him.
I
Like he was just
someone like that.
he nearly like I took off the headset and he was about to smash my head open with like a glass vase.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, that's
what we do in America.
It's South America.
Well, it's still America.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Not
What else
anymore.
would you
Not.
say?
What about you? What's your personal favorite?
I don't know if you consider this a horror game. I don't, but it's like since I don't play that many. What do you say? The closest thing I would say that was close to a horror game, Luigi's Mansion.
Does
that count?
A good one. I would consider it like a non-horror game, but it has horror elements.
I really enjoyed that game a lot.
I love the original Luigi's Mansion. I still play it. It's probably one of the games I played through the most.
The one thing I really didn't like about the original though was that boss was like the giant boo.
Oh yeah, that was annoying.
Oh, like I remember, I would get to like the final one, and like he would just like constantly keep I kept dying to that last boo for some reason. Like I kept dying to that boss the most for some reason when I first played the game.
Yeah, I remember like wanting to get the gold, but I always had trouble doing that.
I see like the one that would definitely be the hardest to get the gold was like the three the toy soldiers.
Oh yeah, they're probably impossible to get the gold one for me.
Like my question is, how is anybody able to get like the gold on the toy soldiers? To be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Today.
What else in horror games I love? I love The Evil Within. Like I finally got around to playing it around this last summer, and it's actually really good. It's made by the same guy who directed the early Resident Evil games.
That's funny.
That one, I remember in the original Outlast, I played through it in one sitting. It's a really short game, but I don't play through it a lot because every time I play it, I get headaches.
Which one would I say? Oh god, this sounds like a stupid one, but I remember playing this a lot in second grade, and we would often freak out the teachers just playing this the Scary Maze game.
Now that's a game only men play. There's horror games that separate the men from the boys.
I used to play Scary Maze game a lot as a kid.
Now that's a game. That's what true gamers play. That's what brought the gamer uprising.
I was a true gamer because I was able to beat all the mazes.
Mm-hmm. Also, one of my favorite ones recently. My favorite recent horror game is Layers of Fear. That's a really good one. Basically, you're basically an artist, and you basically just got to go around the house, and it changes based on what kind of stages you got to do to complete a painting. And it basically you find out more of the painter's backstory as you go on. It's more of a psychological horror. It's really interesting.
I'm gonna say this. I always prefer the best. I always say that the best kind of horror is the one that's psychological horror.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's because to me at least I feel I'm not gonna lie. In my opinion, at least I've never been into slasher films because I've always saw them as nothing more but shock value films. And
honestly, I love slasher films. I think they're fun. They're not true horror, but I think they're just a fun movie to watch.
I don't know, for me at least, in my opinion, I say best kind of horror is the one that psychologically messes with you.
Yeah. What's my favorite like movie that fucks with you like psychologically? I think Hereditary. That movie fucks with your head.
Hereditary.
Like, I wasn't like scared by it. Like, I was fucking emotionally drained by that fucking movie because that movie goes really heavy with like the emotional shit.
So, like, what did they do in that movie back in?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
I definitely recommend it.
I'll try to see it this Halloween, assuming like it's on demand.
Alright, so basically it's about like this like very disturbed like mother because like her daughter died like from like sticking her head out the window and her head like decapitated. And like all the time like you would hear she would think her daughter is still alive and she would try to like reconnect like with the daughter and like she just like would like do everything to kind of like get her back and she like even like go through like something with like a cult to get her back and she would even like blame like her older son for like her daughter's death and it was like honestly a fucked up scene with like Alex Wolff in it. And next thing you know, the movie got weird at the end.
So you're not. So you want us to add a spoiler here, or you're not going to say it?
I'm not going to say it. I don't even understand it either.
All right. So.
But I do recommend that movie.
Final topic before we end this.
Is there like horror games you do love that have like non-horror elements to it? No, I mean not non-horror games with horror elements like Luigi's Mansion.
I used to be freaked out by this one part in like Mario 64 a lot as a kid. You know, like the haunted piano. I remember like when I first played the game at like the age of 7, and like I got to that part and like I didn't even want to touch the game like for a week after I saw that part. Does that count or?
Yeah, that counts. Because I remember like every like top 10 list. Now here are the top 10 scariest moments from video games. Number 10, the piano from Mario 64.
Oh, I always love that whenever someone include that on a list.
Mm-hmm. But like one of my favorite games with horror elements in it, but it was a non-horror game, was BioShock.
I'd say like I've been playing this one game recently. I don't know, Super Metroid. Can that count as one or?
Sure, like there's some like horror elements to it with that show.
Everyone knows about its like connection to aliens. Well, I guess it's more inspired by the sequel than the first Alien.
I mean, yeah, definitely.
I think there was also good horror elements in like Fusion.
I used to think, you know, like when I was a lot younger, I used to consider like Twilight Princess a bit of a horror game when I first played it, like all those years ago, just because like some of the, I'd say like that, say like this one, like I didn't even like going through like the Twilight realm that much when I first played the game.
I wouldn't really consider like Twilight Princess a game with like horror elements, but like it was just like a darker game.
Yeah.
While like BioShock had like a lot of psychological elements to it. Also,
yeah,
like, Rapture is unsettling on its own.
We're talking about games with horror elements, then the king is Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask, like, definitely is a good example of that.
Jesus Christ, I'm a fucking filthy casual.
I think that's another good example. Like, he brought up Twilight Princess, but I wouldn't really consider it a game with horror elements.
I've seen gameplay footage of Majora's Mask. I never played the game myself. I want to eventually, but...
Yeah, I don't blame you. Majora's Mask is fucking unsettling.
Well, like, it's more of like the fact that, like, financially, like, I'm kind of at right now to even buy anything for myself. So that's a big problem for me.
Yeah, dude, that sucks. Majora's not great. I still prefer, like, Ocarina and Skyward Sword are my favorite, but...
Like, I always preferred, like, Majora's Mask as my favorite Zelda game. It's actually my favorite game of all time, Majora.
Let's see.
Ocarina and, like, Skyward Sword are still great games.
I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure, like, it's my fault for not saying this, but when it comes to me, like, I
don't understand, like, the hate for Skyward Sword for the kids.
I don't understand either.
You don't understand what with Skyward Sword?
Like, I don't understand, like, the hate for the game. Besides, like, the motion
Everyone
controls.
wants to be Aaron Hanson.
Yeah, also,
yeah, I mean,
like...
Why do you think, like, why the internet has such a hate boner for Sonic nowadays?
No, I've seen more people defend Sonic than hate him. That's just me.
I think Aaron Hanson also kind of, like, ruined the reputation of, like, also Ocarina 2.
Yeah, this is a guy who could barely figure out how to, like, play games on Game Grumps because he's.
It's basically clear from his Let's Play channel he has no clue how to play a video game, and like if he doesn't win, he automatically considers the game bad or something.
I'm just gonna say this right now: Aaron Hanson is on the same level as Darkside Phil, except Phil's antics are funnier to watch. Aaron is.
Oh my god!
Just you wait, Jacob. Like Aaron Hanson gonna get ruined eventually.
Aaron's gonna have a heated gaming moment,
and everybody's gonna realize his opinions are wrong or something.
Yeah, he's gonna get pro Jared.
What do you mean? He already had heated gamer moments, but like he's got a lot of stands.
Yeah, like that's what happens when you cater to like 20 to 30 something Tumblr.
Aaron, and I like Aaron. I think Aaron can be a good guy, but like.
The problem is he just acts like a bit of a dick about some things sometimes.
Yeah, and I can't hate Danny because Danny looks like Dino, and Dino's a Chad.
Danny, from what I hear, is like a really nice guy.
Yeah, like Danny Sexbang did nothing wrong. He's done nothing wrong.
Mean, Danny was like distant from the whole split between Aaron and John, so it's like I can't be mad at Danny.
And to be fair, it's like. We're not going to talk about this yet, assuming like Dino wants to let us talk about it. But it's like, let's just say the reasons behind the whole JonTron and Aaron Hanson and Egoraptor split is more than just JonTron wanting to do his own things again.
But I used to like really respect like Aaron because like I loved his stuff on like Newgrounds when he first came out. Because like he did make good work. With like animations, I feel like he should just he should like go back to that. Like, there's nothing wrong with like doing a Let's Play channel, but like he did have talent there. He did have talent in animation.
But like the thing is, like, can his animation stand the quality of like today's animators?
I think so. Like with internet animation, like he can like make his own things, and people could still watch them, enjoy them.
Like the thing is, like Egoraptor nowadays, like he just hires other people to animate stuff for him instead of making it himself.
Well, I'll give Aaron this. At least he isn't Schmorky.
That's basically anyone. At least you're not fucking Schmorky. Because Schmorky is a whole nother demon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you want to know more about Schmorky, you can ask me in the comments.
No. But since Aaron hires animators, hey Aaron, psst, hire me, please. I'm desperate.
Yeah. Also, you gotta like pay your people. Well, I bet he does. I don't know. I just think Aaron's lazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I never had respect for Aaron to begin with. I lost more respect for him after like that drama between like him and Serpeo.
Yeah, I thought that was I thought that was stupid.
Wait, was it the one where he was whining about like Oni doing that thing, making fun of Storytime anime?
No, that was Serpello.
Senor Pello.
Oh, sorry. Well, I think I always confuse the Oni Plays guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, like Oni was on like Serpello's side.
I mean, to be fair, it's like even though like I don't like Oni himself, I cannot deny the fact that when he stands up for people, he does a great job at standing up for those.
I mean, he is good at that. Like, he's not a bad guy too.
Oni's great because he's still edgy, but he knows like when to. He's not like a fucking SJW like Aaron.
Okay, no, basically, like, here's something that's good about Oni. Like, he's always stayed true to himself.
Yeah, that's what we should always strive to be, true to ourselves.
Is that he cares too much about brand recognition.
Yeah, he does. Gotta slap Game Grumps bumper stickers on
I gotta put them Game Grumps on T-shirts and refrigerator magnet and car bumper stickers
And Dream Daddy.
Game Grumps condoms,
and
condoms.
gamer girl
I gotta
dress.
fire King Dong and Julian because they said my shitty pant during game was shitty and pandering.
Oh yeah, Dream Daddy. That game was not good. There was also a controversy with a fan artist. So,
Yeah, like, there's the Virgin Dream Daddy and the Chad Monster Prom.
Yeah. Monster Prom is funny.
Both suck.
We should play Monster Prom after this, to be honest.
Let's do a live
I don't
stream.
have to deal with that werewolf again.
Wait, no, not Monster Prom. What was that Jackbox game with like the monsters and stuff?
Monster Seeking Monster, I love that game.
We should play that after this.
We should do...
It's always monsters for random.
Hey, we never done, like, a live stream. We should do a live stream.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. I don't think like we have the popularity to do that yet.
I mean, like, just to do it for fun.
I mean,
like,
one of our followers is a mutual mind.
We should do it on you now, because, like, anyone can get popular on you now.
No, we need to go to Omegle and, like, do a chat thing there. No,
Oh,
you know what
boy.
we need a live stream? We need a live stream us playing the Akinator.
The Akinator?
Yeah, if you guys never heard of it, it's where you ask this, like, genie, try to get this genie to guess a character, and he usually guesses it, but most of the time. But if he doesn't guess it, then you win.
Isn't like Akinator just like that one thing that's associated with so many stupid horror stories on the internet or something?
That's
I don't
Momo,
know.
right?
Momo, Akinator, I don't give a shit.
Momo, man, I don't know. Maybe Dino's a weeb. He knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm. You know what we should, like, live stream? We should live stream that one game PewDiePie played.
you mean that one game that ended up ruining his reputation?
Yes.
No, his reputation was ruined when he made that kill all Jews joke.
I thought like people grew hateful towards him when he said the N-word.
No, that one just like doubled down everyone's hatred on him.
That one came first. People start saying, "Yo, that's fucked up," and then when he said the PewDiePie word, that's when it all ended.
Yeah, well, he said when he said the PewDiePie word, that was after Disney kicked him off, and we all know, and everyone hates Disney now, so it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yo, when are we gonna get PewDiePie on Disney Plus?
When are we gonna get Freddy Got Fingered on Disney Plus?
Well, we won't, because they won't have R-rated content.
I heard
That's
Family Guy's
bullshit.
not gonna be on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
They're putting Bob's Burgers on Disney Plus for some
It's
reason.
okay.
Are they
We're
putting
gonna
the
get all
Simpsons?
the Miyazaki films on HBO Max, so we gotta check out to HBO Max, spring 2020, rated PG.
So, is this the end of the podcast?
I think so.
You always say this is the end of the podcast. Is that like your tagline?
Sure, Jacob, sure.
Anyway, I'm really glad we had Grayson on. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, of course, dude. I love you guys. You're
I love
some
you
of my
too.
best friend.
Okay, Grace, I have a question. Why do you always mute yourself?
God damn it, Jacob.
Because I have a life, retard.
Well, I thought it was because your mom's like, yeah, you gotta go do the dishes, retard.
Oh
Fucking
no!
do the dishes. We have a dishwasher.
At least
Yeah, you got,
his mom's telling him to do something productive, unlike Jacob when he mutes himself to clean his foreskin.
okay, so quick confession: I don't have foreskin.
Oh.
They're so ending up on Kiwi Farms for this.
Stop worrying about Kiwi Farms. I keep telling you that.
They're gonna dox us, you idiot.
They only
We're-
dox people
dude, like-
that are like terrible and have their information.
We
like,
gotta
public.
title this episode "Jacob's Big Secret" so that like when he reveals that he has no foreskin, it's like a reveal.
That's right. I have no foreskin and I'm not Jewish.
Well, I'm CatBit. Who are you people?
Jacob.
I'm
Jacob.
Grayson. You can follow me at Grayson Voorhees on Twitter. I tweet sometimes, and at Friends with Your Grandma 03 on Instagram. I don't post.
I'm Jacob. I have no foreskin. You can follow me on Twitter. Links in the description. Also, you can find me on Roblox at doingyourmom6996.
Yo, like Jacob, let's play some Roblox.
Yeah, let's do it.
No, we gotta spam the chat with just doing your mom.
Yeah. Also, we gotta say, bitch got a penis.
Bitch got a penis. Bitch got a penis.
Bitch got a penis.
Goodbye, everybody. I'll see you all in therapy.
Yeah, you're going to need therapy.